I won't accept the slander.
All right,
I won't
good.
accept the slander that you guys are claiming that I touched his penis.
Michael's trying. You guys,
trying to radicalize
you just
me.
missed
You're
it.
trying to turn me into Saddam Hussein.
I'm not trying to turn you
gonna
into
be a
Saddam Hussein. You
Dude,
touched my penis. That's what happened, bro.
I'm gonna Saddam out if you keep saying that. I was touching your belly. Obviously, it made sense in the context.
The whole thing is
It
just
made
so
sense in the
suspect.
context.
It's just so suspect.
It involves the cat coloring book.
What?
That's how you know it's true, because I couldn't make that up.
That is true. Michael
It's a
didn't.
cat
He didn't touch
coloring
my
book.
penis. That's the truth. He
I
didn't.
don't have to Saddam out.
Now you don't have to blow up a fucking children's
No,
hospital.
that's not what Saddam does.
Yeah, he did, dude. He was a monster.
No, he didn't start off as a monster. Dude, Saddam Hussein was a fucking wild man, dude.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let people kill Christians because he thought that they were the only people whose God told them not to like kill themselves in the name of their religion, because he didn't trust any of the other Muslims, dude. He was a wacko.
Saddam.
Yeah, and then as soon as he died, shit ton of Christians got capped in Iraq.
They were just waiting to kill those fucking Christians.
Yeah.
And that's when Christians here in America, who have nothing else better to do, they go, see, we're under attack too. We're under attack. Saddam Hussein has fucking head rolled, and now they're killing Christians in the
Why
Middle
do we
East.
have to get him out of the hole?
Which, Michael, maybe you can answer this question. Why are there Christians in Iraq to begin with, brother?
Dude, we were there first.
Oh, yeah?
Christianity's older than Islam.
Dude, you're going to get your fucking head cut off now.
Dude, I think I'm
Go to Iraq and wild out. It's Muslims.
No, I'm not going to their land. I'm not going to their land.
Well,
Ever,
find
dude.
little Iraq here, where there are a lot of like Iraqis.
I don't know, somewhere terrorist attacks about to happen. I don't fucking.
Usually, like the people who flee those kinds of countries here, they're like
You usually live around a lot of car washes.
car washes, but they're usually like artistic and like trying to make art and also be with the same gender. If you catch my drift.
You're saying all the people from the Middle East that come here are homosexuals?
I'm not saying all of them, but I am saying the ones who are fleeing, a lot of times it's because of that. Because if they find out, if Middle Eastern terrorists find out that you're gay, they're not too happy with you about that. They have some things to say.
They don't like it if you're gay or a woman. And if you're a child, that means that it's not gay.
You know what? For people who can't read or write and have an education of a first grader here in America, they certainly feel really confident in telling people what the fuck they should be doing.
It's bro code, dude.
Instead of being like, hey,
It's
man,
the pinnacle of bro code.
try to read anything. I'd be like, how about I cut your fucking head off, you caliphate?
Hey, guys, this dude tried to steal our bread. Oh, well, fuck. I don't know. Cut his hand off. Fuck.
Which, I mean,
Makes sense. That's bro code.
that's essentially Sharia law in Islam. Is, if you think about it, that's how the world operated from the very beginning, to give it some sort of structure. But it's crazy that it's still, they're like, no, we're good. We can just import cars. We don't need to like do shit ourselves. We can just live. We can just do this.
Dude, Iran.
And so and depend on the Western world for
Iran
everything.
progressed. It got like progressive. Like they had women not
Yeah,
wearing their
dude.
jobs and
Yeah,
shit.
they had grass
They had
on the ground.
grass. They had button-up shirts on women.
People had
Jeans.
jobs.
It was crazy.
They had an economy. Dude, they
Yeah.
had fast food.
And then Sharia law was like, nah.
Yeah, Sharia came into town and was like, I don't like any
think
of
so.
this. Modern luxuries, grass,
Women
fuck all that.
driving.
Yeah, women and rights.
Out of here.
Why
Let's
can
make
I
this
see your
place
hair?
Why does that dude have a shaved face? He's giving me an erection.
All these guys here are looking like women, and it's making me fucking hard. I want to fuck these guys. We should blow these places. We should blow these people up. Fuck this.
Fuck.
That woman cut me off. What the fuck's going on here?
They shouldn't be allowed to drive.
That's what happened. They're
They
actually
shouldn't be allowed to drive.
they're gay, and they got turned on by some guy, and they're like, that's not okay. They need to grow
No
your
more
beard,
of that.
dude. You're making me
No
turn
more
into a
of that.
faggot.
No more.
And someone
more
got
being
cut
gay
off
than
in traffic by fucking, what's that one race car, Dana, or what's that one race?
Danica Patrick.
Yeah, they got pulled off
HeyDaddy.com.
by an Arab Danica Patrick, dude, and they're like, okay, well, that's over too.
No more of that.
No
bullshit.
more.
No more of that.
Fuck
bullshit.
that. Well, then also they kind of I'm not gonna say they had a point with any of that, but when they did, like I think it was Egypt or something, or Saudi Arabia, they were like, okay, women, you can start driving again. Dude, for like a month, the only videos that were coming out of Saudi Arabia were selfies of women driving and immediatally crashing. They were going like 95 miles an hour, being like blah, 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 while driving, and then boom, just punched in. Dude, something. They're crashing into like one of the pyramids.
Actually, guys, nah.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. After a while, you stopped seeing women driving. You'd think they rolled that one back really quick.
Dude. You can't even touch their king. You think
know,
they're letting women drive?
I've never been there. I don't know how their people are. Maybe it makes sense there. I don't know.
I've heard a rumor that in Saudi Arabia, if you accidentally or purposely pop an Indian person, you can pay the police like $10,000-$20,000. They will look the other way. $10 or $20,000, and they will look the other way.
10 or 20,000 of their dollars, which is like 700 of ours, dude. It's like nothing. And you mean like a slave, like an actual slave? Because Indians don't end up there with free will.
Nah, dude, a lot of them go there to vacation. Imagine being rich Saudi people and being like, why the fuck are there so many Indian people here, dude? They probably think that every day.
I'm killing one of them.
Dude, they do. They're like, I got like $8 billion Saudi money.
I'm gonna fucking shoot somebody.
I'm gonna get rid of someone.
I'm gonna buy an anti-aircraft gun. I'm gonna take a whole plane down from India Air. Fuck that. That shit's crashed into that.
What was that country that they
mountain.
would let people shoot AKs at livestock?
What?
I forget what country it was, but these people would go through there, and these guys offered to let them shoot an AK, or not an AK, rocket propelled grenade at
RPG.
a cow. Yeah, RPGs it was.
Are you sure this wasn't a movie?
Nah, dude, this is real life. Someone offered them to do this. I think.
And you were there?
No.
Why were you there when they were shooting cows with the fucking RPGs?
There, dude. I've never left America.
Dude, my hat is betraying me. Does it scare you?
The other world, yeah. The outsiders, dude, yeah.
Where all would you travel?
Dude, I can't believe we didn't already have a wall, if I'm being honest with you.
With Mexico?
Before Trump, I thought we already had a wall on all four sides. I'm kidding. Where would I travel?
Yeah, where would you go outside of the country?
Hawaii.
A state?
Dude, I don't know. Italy, maybe. Not Iraq. Not Afghanistan.
Being a giant pussy
Not
about
Yemen.
this whole going there and doing terrorism there.
I'm not doing terrorism anywhere.
Yeah,
brother.
I mean, you can.
Dude,
you have the option.
Want me to do terrorism? Why do you want me to do terrorism?
Look at the fucking size of you. Yeah, what if I would do? I would need to do like bombs
just
and
make
shit.
Make an Iron Man suit and you do terrorism.
I'm trying with you.
You
so
be
hard
the
to
Iron
fucking radicalize you into doing what I
I'm
want.
not
You know
gonna
why?
do terrorist
You're
for
so
you.
stubborn because you're the littlest brother, dude.
Yeah,
That's
I'm
why
not
you're
gonna
so
be a
fucking
terrorist for
stubborn.
you, brother.
I keep trying to make you a terrorist, and you keep saying no.
You're trying to Kane, I'm able. I'm not going to terrorist out. I'm not going to terrorist. He's like, you know what? You are going to terrorist out. I'm going to bludgeon you to death in your sleep with a rock. That's what you are. You're Kane.
If I'm an Iraqi, dude, then you can bludgeon me to death while I sleep with a rock.
Iraqi, I would bludgeon. I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Totally right, dude.
They're not even the people I hate.
Who do you hate?
Currently North African immigrants.
Is that what's going on?
In Europe, yeah. That's what's pissed me off lately. Those are my main hates right now. People wilding out in Europe.
Yeah. I mean, I get it.
It's bad, dude. They're burning churches.
I live directly below, I think, some of those Northern African immigrants, dude. It is rough.
Are they Christian or?
I broke into their apartment.
Nice honor.
Yeah.
Were they running the Saints?
Yeah, one time. They had no idea
Wait. They were running the Saints. It wasn't even the people that lived here before running the Saints.
I said, "Where's the water coming from?" They go, "We turned it off." Because I woke them up.
The new ones?
No, this was like years ago. This is like a year or two ago. So what happened was, it was like 7 a.m. Bali comes out and wakes me up. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I grab fucking like whatever. I throw like a sweatshirt on. And I run upstairs and I'm pounding on their door. Boom, 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 boom. And they open it. And it's so early. I know they just woke up too because I heard them waking up. I just pushed the door open and walked in. I go, why is the water running?
Lock the door?
No, they opened the door.
Oh.
They open it a little, they go, hello? And I go, move. And I walked in their fucking apartment.
Move, I'm a white male. Move, immigrants.
And there was fucking water on the steps. And I was like, where are your towels? And they were like, what? And I was like, towels. And I was grabbing their hand towels, and I was just throwing them on the step just to dry it.
That's such a dick move.
And then they got other towels. They screamed something in African up to one of the guys, and one of the guys came with like towel. He woke up with like towels and shit. I was like, put them on the steps.
Oh, that's when you had 5 African men living above you?
No, there was at one point there was like 9 because I shit you not. When I walked in there, dude, their entire first floor, like half of the dude, their apartment pretty much looks like this, except for where there's the hallway right there. It's steps, and then it's like 4 rooms up there, I guess, or 3 rooms. This entire section was just all mattresses, and they were 8 men laying and snuggling up with each other.
Do you think that was a cell?
Maybe.
You lived under a terrorist cell, dude?
I should have executed them. I should have gone up there.
As soon as I clogged your 60.
You know what? No, they're not a terrorist cell because I didn't see a single gun in the house, and I was able to break into there in like 2 seconds. They let me in.
You didn't get to the 2nd floor, though.
I saw.
All terrorist cells keep one.
They showed me all their towels. I can judge. I just
they see you on there, walk past, you're like, oh, towel, man.
I ignored them. They would the first couple days after that, they were like mad at me and shit. I was like, fuck you. They were like, it was disrespectful.
They said that?
Yeah, they said that to me at the outside.
Yeah, like
fuck you guys.
Was falling.
I could give a fuck.
Back,
like the leasing office fucking hate you guys. Suck my dick. Go back to fucking wherever. Go back to wherever the apartments you lived in before this.
Yeah, you can't say go back to where you came from. That'd be mean.
I didn't goddamn say that, Michael. I'm pretty sure you just said that.
I can't believe they let 9 Africans live in one apartment, dude.
No, they moved. They had another apartment in this fucking complex before they moved. They fucked that one up, so they moved them up in here.
Another one?
Yeah, that apartment was empty for 9 fucking days, and then they moved them in.
How bad they fucked the other one up?
Dude, I don't even know. But that's what they do. If your apartment's fucked up, they don't fix it for like a while, so they just say you can go move into another apartment. They just shuffle you around. They're shuffling these Africans around. They're pooping and it's coming up my toilet.
Dude, that would Saddam me out, dude.
Yeah.
If someone else's shit came up my toilet.
When that happened, I bought 600 rounds of ammunition online, and I got it delivered the next day. I was not playing any games. Yeah, I said, quit pooping, quit running to the water. And they listened to me.
Shit up your toilet.
Yeah. Yep.
Bro, they definitely put a curse on you. Did you get your curse proof? Did your grandma curse proof you after she told you you're getting abused?
It doesn't work on me. They're African voodoo bullshit. I said, you can take that voodoo bullshit and shove it up your ass. Fuck you.
Their witch doctor mumbo jumbo?
I heard him upstairs. I was throwing salt over my left shoulder like, nice try, nice try, nice try, nice try. You're not getting me, you sons of bitches.
I'm going to put a ladder under you.
Yeah, I was breaking chicken bones and throwing it at the fucking back door. That's not a race thing. That's what you do to prevent a curse from going on you.
I thought that's how you predicted futures with chicken bones.
I think so. Chicken bones are crucial to voodoo.
Dude, fuck you.
Voodoo and Santa Maria. Santa Maria is Cuban voodoo.
Santa Maria is
cartel
religion, dude.
It's Santa Muerta.
Yeah, Santa Muerta.
Yes, Santa Maria is something else.
I don't practice Santeria.
Yeah, Santeria is what I meant to say.
Got no crystal ball.
Yeah, but I am breaking chicken bones and to protect me and my plumbing.
To break their heart. Caleb's got up there and just breaking chicken bones in front of him. Be like, how does this make you feel, motherfucker?
They were pissed because I knew they were working on curses all day. And they saw me breaking a couple chicken bones. They're like, well, that's all of our time was wasted.
The curses smell like fuck, dude. That's why their apartment smelled like
I don't think
fuck.
they did anything, dude.
Yeah, they made curses to put on you, dude.
They made curses, and then one day they were just gone.
Dude.
One day they were just gone. They also, I don't know what the fuck was wrong with them. They, in the middle of winter, it was like negative 13 degrees, and the wind chill was like negative 30, like that part of the winter. Their back door was open, I shit you not, for like 15 days straight.
Were they living in there?
I think so, yeah. I could not tell you what the fuck was going on. I don't understand.
I would have went to make sure they were okay.
Their apartment was like 0 I hope that I was telling Mariah every day. I said, I hope they're dead. I hope one of them got really like wasted or something, opened the back door, forgot to close it, passed out, froze. Everyone else froze. Because it's so cold. If you leave that door open, dude, shit's going to be freezing in your apartment. It's so cold. The electronics are fucked. Dude, I'm sure their power on some levels fucking destroyed.
Living in that apartment. Let's say you had kids. It's that time of year. How many days in a row of your child opening that up at like 2 a.m. before you hit them? Like how many days?
Of living like that?
Of your child sneaking up at like 3 a.m. and opening that door to cool your house down with negative 15-degree weather outside.
The first time.
You're going to beat the shit out of your kid the first time?
Go look at the thermostat. Why does it say 4? Dickhead. Why? The TV's broken. Everything's broken. This shit can't be this cold. Oh, the fucking fridge. You froze the fridge. The fridge just stopped working. I don't think you understand. Like, shit can't get that cold.
It's my mind.
Yeah, you know if a TV gets below 40 degrees, it just will break. You know that, right?
You know your kid's gonna do that to you. That sucks.
They weren't kids, dude. They were just like 30-year-old African guys.
Dude, they're scammers, dude.
They would sometimes I'd see them outside walking around in their outfits and shit. Like they were like doing shit like this. And I'd be like, I know they did not lock their front door. I'm about to go run up in
turn your water off. Every time you see her, you should have said, turn your water off.
Turn your fucking quit. I'm going to turn your water off.
Every time they said you're being disrespectful, motherfucker, turn your water off.
I'm sure they were saying, well, they were mostly speaking African, but they said that in English so I would hear it.
Disrespectful. Disrespectful.
Yeah, walking by me upstairs while they're walking upstairs. Yeah, it was disrespectful. It's also disrespectful knocking down my power 5 times. That's pretty disrespectful, too.
You did it 5 times, dude?
Dude, it was at least 3, 4. I'm not exaggerating. Remember you came over and the power was out?
That wasn't them.
Yeah, it was.
Dude, that was you. I thought you did that.
No, it was...
Oh. Mexicans.
Yeah, it was Mexicans that time. We had white neighbors once, but they got evicted.
The obese ones?
The woman was obese. The man was just ugly.
Why'd they get evicted? Heroin?
No, I think they were just problematic whites. They were like cool neighbors. They had big dogs though, and they would like shit on the patio and they would throw it in the grass, or they would walk their dogs in the grass and just they were giant dogs, so they would shit and they would never pick it up. I'm pretty sure that was one of the reasons why they got evicted.
How long they lived there for? Like 2 months?
We hadn't lived here really that long until they got evicted. They were like, and we didn't really talk to them. But then when they were moving out, they were like, yeah, it's nice meeting you. I was like, just drive away.
The complex likes to keep one white couple on each building.
Yeah.
So
Thankfully, Mariah's here. She meets the quota.
We can get rid of those problematic whites.
She's literally the only pure white.
You're a pure white, dude. So the apartment complex is like, yeah, you're white, dude.
It's funny that you say I'm white and then you say you're a person of color. I don't know how this works in your head.
I mean, you charge of terrorism.
Yeah, terrorism.
What sort of charge you get? Biochemical warfare, dude? What the hell? You don't even get charged of terrorism, just biochemical warfare. That's not even terrorism.
Aggravated assault, brother. I don't know what I'd get charged with. Probably not something
I hope
good.
those Chinese people are
Actually, I was almost
fucking
charged.
tortured.
It wasn't
right now.
good.
Don't you?
Yeah, my charges were as if I was black, dude.
Don't you wish those Chinese people sneaking that virus and are getting tortured right now?
Yeah.
I hope they are, roughly.
It's always interesting to hear a story come out of China where it's like a beekeeper gets killed by a swarm of those they're like the size of tennis balls. They're like those fucking wasps, the size of fucking tennis balls. Okay. They're just killing farmers, just roaming in packs and just find a person.
Wasps. Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, that's crazy. African wasps, dude, that's insane.
Chinese wasps, bro. They're even bigger than African.
Probably not.
No, dude, seriously, have you not seen these fucking things? They're ginormous. They're the size of fucking tennis balls.
I've watched a lot of porn in my day, and I'm willing to bet you that Africans...
Did you say you watched a lot of porn in your day?
Africans are bigger than Chinese people, dude.
I'm telling you, not these wasps, dude. They're the craziest fucking thing of all time. They're seriously, it's like Jurassic Park in China. Like, shit they have just doesn't make any fucking sense.
Look up African bees, dude. They're insane, too.
What? African beasts?
Bees.
Oh.
Bees, African bees.
Look how big this fucking thing is.
That's scary.
Yes, dude. Now imagine 50 of those things attacking you at once. They're so big. It's fucking terrifying. They're in Oregon. They're flying from overseas. China. I hope they make their way into Russia. Ooh, we should weaponize these. We should start dropping these out of drones instead of bombs.
Oh, dude, they're used to it in Asia.
What are you looking up?
African bees, because I think they kill a shit ton of people every year.
In Africa?
And everywhere, dude. They're the ones that wait up for you outside of water.
Oh, dude, come on.
Dude, no, why?
That was the most racist shit you just said. You said African bees
dude,
jump
listen,
you when you come out of the water.
Listen, other bees, like if you go underwater, they'll leave you alone, like a swarm. African bees will wait for you to come back up.
Yeah.
I know this because my uncle, his family in Belize has a farm, and African bees are there, and they get chased by them all the fucking time.
Why wouldn't you just torch those fuckers?
They do. That's how they kill them, with fire, dude.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Send them back to hell.
Yeah, dude. Fuck that.
Yeah.
They like burn tires or some shit.
Oh, I thought you were saying the bees burn tires.
No,
like, how the fuck are they burning tires? Good. Yeah. Just either the fire gets them or all those chemicals from smoke.
Yeah, dude.
They're getting cancer and dying, those bugs. They're fighting wildlife and insects, especially.
Central and South
crazy.
America is ripe with rubber and sugar. Central America, that's all that's there is sugar and rubber. Bunch of it.
And bunch of fucking big-ass bugs, dude.
Yeah, dude, but bugs are everywhere big besides the United States and Europe.
Thank
everywhere.
God.
The bugs are big everywhere else. Australia, that's fucked. Africa, that's fucked. South America, that's fucked. Asia, that's fucked.
Yep.
Does Korea have fucked bugs?
I'm sure.
To be fair, the praying mantis is kind of wild. And we have that here, and that makes me uncomfortable.
It is true. And how they can get pretty big, I think.
Dude, they eat them when they're alive.
It is.
Ants Canada should be he shouldn't be shot. He should be publicly whipped for showing us that praying mantis eat that bug like that.
They should make him. They should turn him into a jam boy. They should start jam boying.
Yeah, they should jam boy people during the PGA tours.
I'm so sick of this. Yeah.
That's public punishment.
I'd watch a PGA tour. Off screen, you just see like 4 naked people just covered in fucking preserves. Just a million bugs on them.
You're like, yeah, this is what the sport
They're so like compared to
how
other
the sport was meant to be played.
Wait, why don't they have like that? Maybe we should start that service in India. We should start jamboying people in India, and it's just a public service, and everyone has to pay us a penance.
Do the job to get the jam, and
that's what I'm saying.
Before they'd get any bugs.
No, we'd make sure they didn't move. We could make sure people don't move.
Once they get the jam, they're explodable.
Expendable. Yeah, we can open. What's that hatch where it's like the stock? Is it the stockade where you put your hands in your head in there and you stand there all day?
Yeah.
We get one of those on every corner. Some jam
on every hole.
Yeah, we just start.
You put them on a cart and you hire other people to pull.
We don't even need to hire people, dude. We just grab them and be like, "Where are you going? Work? That's not even a real job. You're a jam boy for the day." This is an honorable thing. You get to also keep the bugs that get stuck in the jam. It's a lot of protein.
It's a lot of protein.
You get a lot of sugar. You. How many jam and bug sandwiches are you gonna be able to make? You're basically wealthy now.
A billion.
Yeah, you're gonna be able to make like 14 jelly and bug sandwiches for you and your kids.
You're king of you guys. You're the king of you guys.
You just have 3 days worth of food. That's more than you were gonna make at your fucking job.
A shit ton of Indian people.
Do you think, as an Indian person, you can kind of just waddle into any job and be like, "Yeah, I work here. Why? I shaved. Why are you being racist?" And they're like, "Oh, my bad."
No, you can tell, dude.
You think?
Oh, did you also not put
There's a-
deodorant on for the first time ever? What the fuck?
You're like, you smell different. This is a different kind of stank, dude. This is not the Patel I know.
Dude.
I know.
Imagine if you're...
What are you even gonna
started
do?
having allergic reactions to deodorant. That'd be the worst week of your life.
If you started having allergic
You
reactions
started
to
getting
deodorant,
a rash to deodorant, so you had to stop for a week. Ooh, dude. Bet
That'd be
you'd be
devastating.
pissed. What if Big A couldn't wear deodorant for a week?
yeah.
I know he practices judo every day before work.
Dude, this shit just pisses me off, dude. Shit just pisses
Wait,
me
doesn't
off.
he actually do martial arts? Did I
Yeah.
make that up? No, he does?
Yeah, he does.
Which one?
The gay one. I don't know. The gayest
Karate?
one. No, I don't know. It's like Taekwondo.
That's the Korean one, dude. You just called the Korean martial art the gay one.
I don't have the energy to fight you about this.
I did Taekwondo as a child.
So you're gay too.
Dude, I was a fat child doing Taekwondo. That's the coolest thing ever. Fuck
A
you,
fat
dude.
kid learning how to transfer someone else's power.
No, that's not Taekwondo. Taekwondo's kicks and shit.
Oh, well, what's the one that's transferring
That's
power?
Judo, dude.
Okay, well, then that's what he's
he
doing.
does. All right, dude. Well, Taekwondo is your cultures. And
Taekwondo
it's sick
is-
as fuck. It's kicks and shit.
Yeah, that's sick.
I had a sensei walk in his hands before flexing on all its little kids. Like, yeah, dude, we can't do that. You and these 5 Asian gymnasts you have here wearing black belts.
And then he
it's
pulled his
crazy.
pants down and jacked off and came, and he's like, I bet you can't do that either.
No,
Okay,
you
let's
just-
go, white belts, let's roll.
He'd just walk around on his hands and be like, what the fuck is going on, you know?
That is rough.
Then you'd make your parents pay $40 for you to break boards in half.
And they film it, and they go, go, Michael! Oh my god, he did it! And then, yeah, you do the bows. Your parents go, oh my god, he's cultured!
I'm cultured,
How do we have
dude.
a cultured kid?
I'm basically Korean. I have a green belt. I'm Korean as fuck.
안녕하세요!
I can do a flying around ass.
Yeah!
Motherfucker.
Do you remember any of it?
Yeah.
Good.
It's all gay. I'm kidding.
It's
It's all
all,
just kicks.
it's all about how you
They
can
tell
get
you to
your
go-
dick behind someone's butt.
No, it's all about just kicking people in the face.
I'm so sick of pretending like that's not all fighting is.
Dude, Korean.
Baby, if you're getting up, can I have a look, Roy?
Have you heard of the flying sidekick?
Flying sidekick. Is that what that cop did to that guy's car after he pit him?
No, what it is you guys would run up. People would be on horses, and you'd jump, and you'd go in the air, and you'd kick people off horses. But you don't have anywhere to land, dude. You would just fall right on top of the riders.
Well, that's good. That's a double
You guys
hit.
long to kamikaze, dude.
It's what happens. Dude. We're not the biggest people, so
Asians
we
love
and we're
the
angry as hell.
kamikaze.
So we throw everything we physically can. It's usually our entire bodies.
It's sometimes a plane.
Sometimes a plane, if we can get our hands on a plane. That's the Japanese, though. That's the Japanese in me that wants to see fucking people take their own lives fucking heroically. I'm just kidding. I'm glad they microwaved those fucking Japs, dude. I'm sick of all this
You should buy
imperialist.
that shirt, dude.
Huh?
You should buy that shirt.
What
Made
shirt?
in America, tested in Japan,
That is pretty sweet.
with 2 nuke sites.
Is that offensive? People
It
go.
definitely is, but you're Asian, so I'd be like, oh, he's
Like,
not
I'm
too-
literally Japanese. Suck my
I
dick.
literally watch Japanese porn. Suck my dick.
Suck my
I
tentacle.
literally watch cartoon porn, dude. Suck my dick. I'm more Japanese than you.
It's so funny to me that
Tell me
people.
that in public.
Thank you, baby. That people are obsessed with Japanese culture, especially like white people.
Would
That
you
shit really
fist
bothers
fight
me.
a Japanese guy?
Yeah, I know I'd win.
You just fight a Japanese guy. What about a Chinese guy?
Oh, 1,000. I'd fight 10 of them at once.
No guns.
That's fine. I don't want to use a gun.
You can have a club though,
Good.
like a thick wooden branch that won't break.
Can I? I'd fight 100 Chinese people if they're blindfolded.
They
That'd
can,
be
they
actually-
can see, but we cut off one of their hands.
I want.
But
Yeah,
or
that's fine.
we cut off both their hands, but both hands they get the grabbing sticks. So one's like that, the claws like that. But then the 2 like bars that. You can pick one hand or grabbing stick hands.
How about I fight 1,000,000 of them and they all have clubs, but I have a lightsaber?
I still wouldn't take you in that line. I'd say 1,000 of them having clubs and you a lightsaber might be a fight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They would World at War Nazi zombies me.
They'd circle you out. You'd have to do the spin. I don't think you have the ability not to get dizzy. I'd get dizzy.
It would like very quickly World War Z with like piles of dead bodies and like
you'd have to make
Chinese people jumping over them.
The king of the hill and stack the bodies and climb them, so they'd have to come uphill to kill you.
And I'm just cutting heads off.
Yeah, you'd have to start stacking bodies.
I'm cutting heads off. I'm grabbing them. I'm throwing them. Knocking Chinese people up.
Medieval warfare before they start stacking bodies.
Everyone gets
stacking bodies. Everyone gets their buttholes hurt.
Everyone's talking about going to war, and then you see piles of dead bodies getting pushed into a single grave, and then you go, "That's not good." Shut the fuck up.
Alexander the Great dumping his enemies' dead bodies into a chasm so you could walk across the chasm.
You know it'd be funny.
Not good.
You know how like vegans will put pictures of like dead animals and shit in like the deli aisle? They'll be like, "My name was Clarence. I was a chicken. This is my body. You're an asshole. Whatever." What if people took like pictures of like piles of dead bodies about to go into like a giant,
oh my god,
like unmarked grave on like where it's like you get gas like right outside of like the fucking gas pump, where it's like just like 40 dead Iraqis, where it's like, shit, I don't know how I feel about this. I need to get gas. I don't have a choice. But
are we paying War Guild? Is that why this is so fucking expensive? Christ.
Yeah, you go look at that picture of that dead Iraqi kid. Beep, beep, beep. I think you're the most racist Sheetz ad of all time.
Dude, fuck Sheetz ad. They scare the shit out of me every time. I'm not used to them doing that.
Dude, I'm not kidding.
I hate when they yell at me.
There's one, at least here, where it's the most racist one, where it's like, "Oh boy, don't you want some ice cold drinks, man?
Yeah,
whenever
dude,
whenever it's 5 o'clock and I get off work, the only thing I can think of is a nice ice cold drink from Sheetz."
Me too now. Damn. That's
it's so racist, dude.
And you're not, dude.
Yeah, it's like that.
Because that applied to me.
What?
That was calling to me, dude. Me and my black African American heritage.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that commercial.
Where you come from again? In Haiti?
No, Sicily.
That's Arabsville, bro.
No, dude, it's not. It's Ethiopians.
Listen, I recorded some of it.
If your cup's empty and your wallet's right, get on down the sheet and get yourself a deal. Cause let me tell you, brother, when the going gets tough say, why the sheets not drink up?
Nice. That's a bar.
I'm not kidding you. It's a 6-minute ad.
That's a bar, dude.
I pulled up like 2 minutes left, and I was like, I can't believe this is still. I pulled it out. I was like, if there's any more of this ad, I'll get it. It was the very end. Because she doesn't get. I've been trying to have her listen to this for fucking ever. I'm like, whenever you go to Sheetz, just listen. It's playing all the fucking time. But she gets gas at fucking Costco, dude.
That's a dick move.
I fucked myself. Now I'm the only one who hears a racist shit. The last time though, when I was there, dude, I was making eye contact with black people, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" And they were just like.
You said, "Does this make you want to drink?"
No, but I was pointing to the speaker. I was like, "What the fuck?" And they were like, they literally were going like this. They're like, squinting their eyes and shaking their head, being like, "I don't know, man. I just get gas here.
It'd be funny if you
I don't want one of these ice cold drinks. Fuck
you
that."
had an ice cold drink and you're like, "You got me."
It would have been funny if I looked at them and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" They're like, "I don't know." And I go, "Well, don't you want an ice cold drink from Sheetz?" I just jumped right in the racist head. They're like, "Man, fuck you." But hop your black ass in the sheets. Go get yourself an ice cold drink.
Blasted, dude.
They really are.
They switch cheese to your ass.
I don't even think they're alcoholic. I think it's just a soft drink.
Obviously, it's just a soft drink. They can't serve alcoholic drinks, dude. That's kind of racist on you that you thought the ad marketed towards African Americans was for alcoholic beverages and not for diabetes causing soda, dude. What the fuck? That shows what you think of them, dude. They all drink.
Well, it's either that or they got diabetes, dude.
And it was diabetes this time.
It's diabetes?
It's a flip of a coin, and you chose the wrong coin, dude.
Damn, dude. I chose tails and it was heads.
It's honestly, racism is a flip of a coin.
That is true. I should have been openly racist to that black person I saw at Sheetz, and I should have gone, man, hop in that Sheetz and get yourself a cold. I would have walked across a fucking and smacked the shit out of me.
Open palm smack the shit out of you, dude.
Oh my god, dude!
They bend you over their knee, dude. No, I'm not gonna be racist anymore.
And then they take the hose that's in my car, filling up my gas, and they put it in their car, and they start filling up gas in their car.
And they shove the hose.
And I
down
go,
my throat.
what does that have to do with anything? They go, shut the fuck up, man. I'm getting gas. Shut up.
It's like, you know, you're gonna make me get a gun. I'm gonna buy a gun because of this.
This interaction is gonna make me an armed
White
individual.
People need to start dropping that on black people, and they do shit too. I'll be like, you're gonna make me buy a gun.
As soon as a black person enters a room, white people should go, just so you know, I have a gun.
I have a gun. I'm holding it normally.
Just imagine a white guy works at a bank and every black guy.
I have a gun.
I have a gun. Just so you know, they'd be like, all right, man, I'm here to make a deposit.
You're
a business owner.
Business meeting, a business meeting. You're going for a loan. It's a black guy, like 60 years old. You're the banker. He comes in. You're like, sir, before we get started on this hood rat shit, I'm sure you're about to talk about.
Whatever.
I have a fight. I am armed. So if you get any ideas, I am armed.
Just every black person you meet at the
that
drive-thru.
was the Reverend Sharpton. He did that to the Reverend Sharpton. That's
you got it. Well, put him in his place. Fuck that. Fuck that.
You tell white people you have a gun? No.
You go to
I don't need the gun.
You pull up at a drive-thru. The first person that takes your card is like white. You're like, oh, thanks. Pull up to the second window. The person hands you your drink. Oh, thanks. Hey, just so you know, I am armed. She goes, okay. Just fucking closes it, opens it, hands you your food. Have a nice day. Be like, thanks. I just want you to know I do have a gun. So if this interaction goes south, I will be protected on my end.
Fucked up my order, bitch. I'm gonna get the blasted.
I'm gonna come back and I know you know that I have a gun.
I'm coming for you first.
So before I drive away, should I check this bag or is everything in there? She'll be like, well,
maybe check.
Maybe double check. Be like,
smart answer.
Yeah, you hand him the bag and then you get the gun out just preemptively. That's a cool thing for white people to start doing. Just let black people know. It'd be even cooler if
I have an AK-47 right now, dude.
It's attached to my back. It'd be even cooler to be a white person and pump fake them and be like, I have a gun and not actually have a gun.
It'd just be your massive erection. That'd be crazy, dude.
Stand up and try to pull it out of your pocket. And black people are like, shoot me in my head. And you just have to pull your dick out. Yeah, you just... And then if a black person thought you were about to shoot them in their head and you jacked off onto their head, dude, it's war.
No, dude, you're their king.
What are you talking about?
That's an ancient dominance ritual. If you,
oh my god,
dude,
see, you always try to trick me and trip me up. You say that was racist. What you said was racist. You literally said in ancient Africa.
You're black.
I'm saying
you can do that to any race, and you put black into the equation, my brother.
No, I didn't. You're the ones who said ancient fucking ritual.
I didn't say black ritual. Everyone has rituals, dude. Stop saying only black people have rituals.
That's not what I'm
ignorant.
saying.
That's ignorant as hell.
Listen,
dude.
The only ignorant thing that was said was you jizzing on top of an old black guy's head.
No, dude, that would just be showing him his gun. Telling him I'm armed.
Be like, well, now I'm unarmed, sir. And you're not approved for this load.
I'm giving you a 2 out of 5 review on Yelp, motherfucker. Took too long. Service was dry.
The only reason I got 2 stars because the load was huge.
Service was dry. Lots of food.
Not even coffee in the waiting room. Guy came on my fucking head.
No wipes to clean off.
I had to drive home like this. Had to explain to wife.
He called it bird shitting.
He said like
birds shit
7
on me.
birds just shit on my head.
But a ton,
the little black thing that's in bird shit wasn't there, which is probably the shit part.
Shit, he just fucking nutted on your head, you dumb fuck. My wife Claretta told me he nutted on my head. Claretta dropped the knowledge at this white man. I came in for a business and he said he was armed. I got down on my knees and said, please don't shoot. And then he nuts on my head and he says, I'm no longer armed and you didn't get the load. And now I'm coming home and you told me that I got nutted on, man? I'm going to shoot you in your stupid mouth, Claretta. Fuck you, Claretta. That's what happens. That's culture.
Bitch ass Claretta.
I'm gonna shoot the fuck out of you, Claretta.
You telling me that white man came on top of my head
After I asked him for money,
and I didn't get the loan? What the
you,
fuck?
Claretta. No one can know.
Man, I ain't believe a word
No
you
one can know this, Claretta.
The bank said they gonna call me. The bank said they gonna call me.
Bank said bank said that.
I ain't never had no white man ejaculate on my head, Claretta.
Apparently it's in the bank's bylaws that you can bird shit people, dude.
That's pretty honorable. That's a perk. I didn't know you were able to nut on customers' heads.
Shitting on people's heads, is that called bird shit? And it should be.
I don't think it is, but I think we just made up a new term.
Nice, dude. That's going in our fucking clip show.
Bird shitting.
Bird shit.
And you shit on top of
something. On top of the Empire State Building and jaying off.
Oh my god, dude.
Terminal velocity, just spraying people.
Your cum would hit their head so hard it would cause a rash or something.
Dude, it'd break skin.
Yeah, you getting in there.
That'd be awesome. That's
intradermal?
Honor. That's honor.
And now the top of their head's pregnant.
Hope you're on Plan B, bitch. And I hope you're on birth control, bitch.
I hope you're on birth control. I hope you were expecting to get blasted.
Bird shitted on.
What would even be a better? What I think we should figure out a name for is what? No, listen. When you shit into your hand, right? You shit. You can either shit on the floor, and pick it up, or you can shit in your hand. What would you? What would you rather do? Would you rather
neither, dude?
No, until you had to do one. Would you rather shit on the ground and then pick it up, or would you rather just shit straight into your hand?
Neither,
There's
dude.
a follow-up portion.
Shit on the ground.
Then pick it up?
I guess.
Okay.
I'm leaning towards neither, but okay.
So you shit on the ground and then you pick it up.
Why'd I pick
And then
it
you
up?
run up to someone, usually an op, and you jump and you slam it on the top of their head. What's that called?
That's called I'm about to get executed by this fucking YN.
Well, why are you putting shit on a YN's head, bro?
You're the one who said an op, dude. They're the ones most likely to have op.
I said an enemy, dude.
You said an op, dude.
I said an enemy or op.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it could be a YN. It could also be, dude, like the guy who like is the local like guy who makes like he's like the local blacksmith. He's your enemy. He won't make you dragon armor.
Dude, no.
So you run up and you smash.
Dragon armor, I'm just gonna shoot him.
No, there's no guns, dude. It's either a sword that he won't sell to you, or you could shit on the ground, pick it up.
Do I have the boots already?
What boots?
Just boots. Am I wearing boots?
Yeah, you have shoes on.
I'll just fucking kick his knee and say,
he's your size.
Sell me the sword, bitch. Sell me the sword, bitch. I'm kicking your knee until you sell me the sword.
No, you can't just run up and
But I can throw shit on him? That's better than me crippling their leg?
Yes.
Arguably, it's more honorable to get your leg crippled than a grown man shoving shit on your head, dude.
Yeah, dude,
Arguably,
clearly it's not honorable, dude.
To get your leg crippled.
A huge part of it's the disrespect, dude.
Why would you do
The
that?
disrespect, bro. Yeah, you need to. It's a little disrespectful.
I mean, I think the most disrespect you can do is beat the shit out of someone and piss on them. That's what Italian gangsters did.
It would be, and then you piss on their head and you shit right next to them. You walk away and you go, actually, no. And you walk over, you pick it up, and then you just throw it on the top of their head.
Dude, what's up with this?
Dude, it's a good
what
plan.
Put this in your head?
I don't know. I just thought of it. It's a good plan.
Dude, don't play with your shit, dude.
I'm not. I'm not. Dude, listen, you can do this to people at concerts. You can do this to people when you're
drunk. I
drunk.
would lose my mind.
That would be a funny thing to do.
That's like slightly below rape in my head. Getting shitted on. Someone picking up shit and smearing it in my hair, dude. That's the close. Oh, dude, I can't imagine what I'd do.
Listen,
I'm
just
a violent
imagine.
person and
Just imagine this. You're driving down the road, right? I'm in the seat next to you, okay? I'm the passenger. We're driving right next to someone, okay? We're going like 60, 65 on the highway. I'm like, hey, roll your window down to the person who's driving next to us. And I'm like, do you know, like, is this exit? And they're like, what? And you get like a little bit closer so I can talk to them. And then I take my head, I throw my own shit.
Dude, I would be
into their
pissed.
car, and then we fucking either floor it or we jam the brakes so we can just get the fuck away from them as fast as possible. What do you think would happen?
If you did that and I
Yeah.
was driving,
Yeah.
obviously we're fleeing.
We have an enemy,
We're
dude.
getting away. Because,
There's a red dot on our minimap now.
yeah, because you shitted them.
I threw shit on their face and on the top of their head a little.
Dude, if they retaliated, it's gonna become a bloodbath.
Do you think if they had a gun, they would shoot?
I would. And officers would be like,
I'll
"That
try to
makes
do
sense."
to someone who looks like they have a gun.
I would shoot you in the head. I would execute you.
If you were driving,
No, I would follow you from like 5 cars behind until you got to your home. And wait for you to get out of your car and then execute you. Be like, that was wrong of you. This is what you get.
that was wrong of
That
you.
was wrong of you.
That's all you said. That was wrong of you. You should have done that.
And then you shit on their head.
Be like, sir, that was uncouth, and you shoot someone in their head.
Or you just paralyze them.
Imagine if you get like
Dude,
you're
you
following
know
them.
what
You're like,
YNs are doing?
I need to make sure that this was the guy that threw shit on me. And he gets out of the car and his left hand's all shitty. You go, oh, that was definitely the fucking guy who threw
You know
shit at
what
me.
YNs are doing?
What are they doing?
Dude, YNs are making, their rap songs about killing each other, obviously.
Yeah, normal.
But I guess
Culture.
one of the ops got paralyzed. So this guy mentioned disabled people like 8 times. He goes, I'm not arguing with no half man.
Oh my god, call
Shit
that.
like that, dude, it's crazy.
That is brutal.
We ain't arguing with no motherfuckers with wheelchairs.
Keep on yapping, Happy Wheels.
What time we at?
I don't even know.
8 hours?
We're at 46. We can keep going if you want.
Up to you, YN.
I really do. I think there is something with this whole shitting on the ground. I would just probably shit directly into my hand. I don't think I would have the gall to pick it up. There's something wrong with you. You say you would shit on the ground and then pick it up.
I'm just imagining what I would do if I saw someone approach them with shit in their hand.
You know exactly what they're doing. If you see someone with shit in their hand and they're walking
I'm going
up
on
to
the
you,
offensive.
yeah,
I'm knocking them in the next week, dude. They're sleeping.
they're getting you first. They're gonna hit you with like one of
Dude,
like
if they get me,
the
they're not
zombie
waking up.
scratches where it's like from your forehead down to like like on your thigh. They're gonna rub shit from your forehead all the way down to your face, lips, chin, all the way down to your thigh. And they're coming back. You see the left hand is full of shit too.
I'd beat them to death. There's no doubt in my mind. If someone shit scratched me, I'd beat them.
Would
to
you
death.
rather just run from that person and probably not get
After
any
I
shit
got
on you?
shit on?
No, or would you rather fight them but you for sure are gonna get some shit on you?
Are they gonna pursue me?
Yeah, they're gonna chase you. But they can't run that fast because they can't really pump their arms because they're holding shit.
Am I armed?
It would be funny to throw shit at Amazon drivers too.
That's not funny.
Yeah, it is, dude.
Objectively throwing shit at people is not funny.
Dude, they or UPS or US
That's low IQ
UPS.
behavior, dude.
Dude,
Throwing
you-
shit at people
dude.
is low IQ behavior.
Dude, it's psych ward behavior.
That's low IQ behavior.
It's psych ward behavior.
Monkeys are evolving out of that, and you want us to go back into it.
Yeah,
That's
dude,
insane,
it's
dude.
hilarious. There are people, or people who are driving around Jeep regulars, just
They
no
deserve
doors
it.
on, just hit them.
No,
Fucking
anyone who
just
has
whoosh, whip them with
anyone
shit.
who has a platoon of rubber duckies on their dashboard, you can do that too, and I don't care. They're asking to get shitted on, dude.
You can just
can do that. You
start from the back of someone's car and just speed up past them, so you can just run from the fucking back to the front. Just
because you have rubber duckies. This has been. We didn't say that.
yeah, we should probably wrap it up here. I don't think it's gonna get much better. Hey guys, if you see an Amazon driver throw shit, throw human shit at
It's
them.
allowed.